It's no secret that there is a massive housing shortage.
Washington State's homelessness rate continues to rise and is now among the highest in the country.
And that affordable housing development has struggled to keep up.
She has a decent job, but she still can't afford the first, last, and deposit for an apartment.
Report shows rent across King, Pierce, and Snohomish counties rose 60% since 2014.
Whether it's the availability of land, soaring costs, or red tape, it is a challenge to develop affordable housing here on the east side. But this right here is a game changer. Let me explain.
The housing gap reaches a staggering 11,000.
The cost of housing continues to rise.
To better understand this problem, let's start where it all began. On this map of the east side, as it was zoned in the 1980s, what you'll see is that the vast majority of land was zoned for single-family homes with large lots of land to each parcel, which is to say single-family homes really mean one lot, one house. It made sense at the time. The east side had a much smaller population, so we didn't need density. This was at the time when Bellevue still had strawberry fields. Look at this graph. The population of the east side grew dramatically, but the zoning requirements stayed largely the same, thus creating a highly competitive and therefore increasingly expensive housing market, with land itself coming at a premium. It was largely these conditions that was the genesis of organizations like St. Andrew's Housing Group, or as you might know it, Imagine Housing. That's us, especially with the help of the faith-based community.
Our congregation is guided by our Christian faith, which is to share what we have with the rest of our community that is not as fortunate.
When we have the opportunity to work with an organization like Imagine Housing, who works very holistically with their residents and those that in need, it's just a win-win for everyone.
And it is these relationships that have enabled Imagine Housing to grow. By partnering with those churches, we were able to get that land rezoned.
It was pivotal having members from our congregation as well as others in the community come and talk about the impact of what it would mean to be able to provide their property for affordable housing. It really moved the needle.
That's how we were able to get our properties, Andrews Glen and 30 Bellevue, off the ground. But the process to get the land rezoned was very long and very tedious. If we want to be able to do this at scale, we had to change the process.
The initial congregations established the pattern of utilizing church properties, but it was very difficult to do. Each one independently.
And expensive.
Yes, and each one independently had to go and get their land use changed for their specific site.
Then, in 2022, the City of Bellevue passed the C1 Land Use Amendment, which unlocks 37 faith-based landowners to be able to develop affordable housing within city limits. And within 2 years, we've embarked on partnerships with both St. Peter's United Methodist and St. Andrew's Lutheran Church to develop affordable housing. In terms of affordable housing development, this is light your hair on fire fast.
There's so much that goes into affordable housing development. To not have to worry about zoning conflicts is massive.
So, we decided to take the ball into our court and put together a study of what it would look like if every Eastside city adopted a similar land use code. And thanks to our partners at the Amazon Home Equity Fund, we were able to hire a top consultant like HRA Advisors to see what the potential truly is. And this is the result. And let me tell you, it's a big deal.